Holly Madison is once again pulling back the curtain on what life was really like inside the Playboy Mansion, and this time, her revelations are more shocking than ever. During a recent podcast appearance, the former Girls Next Door star opened up about the uncomfortable reality behind the glamorous image millions of viewers saw on television. And according to Holly, the truth was far more awkward, emotionally draining, and unsettling than fans ever imagined. For years, Holly Madison was known as Hugh Hefner's longtime girlfriend and one of the most recognizable faces connected to the Playboy empire. Alongside Bridget Marquardt and Kendra Wilkinson, she became a reality TV sensation after starring in the hit series The Girls Next Door, which gave audiences a seemingly glamorous look at life inside the famous mansion. But now, years after leaving that world behind, Holly says much of what happened privately was deeply uncomfortable. Speaking candidly on Kristen Cavallara's podcast, Holly described the atmosphere during intimate nights at the mansion as strange, emotionally disconnected, and something the women simply tried to get through as quickly as possible. According to Holly, the environment often felt impersonal and awkward, with loud adult films playing in the background while the women interacted among themselves more than with Hugh Hefner himself. She explained that many of the women involved were uncomfortable with the situation, but over time it became normalized inside the mansion culture. Holly claimed there was an unspoken understanding among the women that nobody actually enjoyed those experiences. One of the most surprising revelations was Holly's claim that these encounters reportedly stopped once filming for The Girls Next Door became successful. She believes the success of the reality show gave Hefner a new sense of relevance and public attention that changed the dynamic inside the mansion. According to Holly, once the show became a hit, things shifted dramatically. Rather than focusing on the late-night routines that had previously become common, Hefner became heavily invested in the fame and renewed popularity the series brought him. Holly suggested that the television success may have filled a personal need for validation and attention, ultimately changing the atmosphere in the mansion entirely. Fans of the show may remember the close friendship between Holly, Bridget, and Kendra on screen, but Holly now says their bond behind the scenes became even stronger because they quietly understood each other's discomfort without even needing to discuss it openly. At one point, Holly explained that the group collectively stopped participating in mansion nightlife activities altogether. According to her, no official conversation was needed, everyone simply understood that they no longer wanted to continue living that way. The interview also revealed how dramatically Holly's relationship with Hugh Hefner evolved over the years. Toward the end of their relationship, she described their connection as surprisingly ordinary and quiet compared to the wild image portrayed publicly. Instead of glamorous parties and non-stop excitement, Holly said many nights became incredibly routine, with Hefner doing crossword puzzles while she read books or watched movies nearby. The contrast between Playboy's public image and Holly's personal experience is one reason her recent interviews continued generating headlines. Many fans who grew up watching The Girls Next Door are now reevaluating what life inside the mansion may actually have been like behind closed doors. Over the past few years, Holly has become increasingly vocal about the emotional impact her time at the Playboy Mansion had on her mental health and self-esteem. She has previously discussed feeling manipulated, controlled, and emotionally isolated during parts of her relationship with Hefner. Her latest comments are once again sparking major conversations online, with fans divided over how to interpret the legacy of Playboy and Hugh Hefner himself. Some viewers praise Holly for speaking honestly about difficult experiences that many people may have been afraid to discuss publicly. Others continue defending Hefner's legacy and argue that the mansion lifestyle was well known at the time. Regardless of where public opinion lands, one thing is clear: Holly Madison is no longer staying silent about her experiences. Now a mother of two and living a completely different life away from the Playboy spotlight, Holly appears focused on telling her story in her own words, without glamorizing the parts that she says were painful or uncomfortable. And as more former Playboy insiders continue speaking publicly about their experiences, the image of the Playboy Mansion that once dominated pop culture is being viewed through a very different lens today.